I'm Andy McKenzie. I'm the strength coach to Ben Saunders and Tarka. I'm the owner of ironmacfitness.com, and we're here today in the training lab, which is my gym down in East Grinstead, and we've been running through the test for the Scott expedition. One of the key elements for preparing Ben is not to work on Ben's strengths, which if you look at an athlete, Ben likes doing certain things which most people do. The key thing is to find out what the weakness is and then literally make that a strength. So that's going to build up a really strong mindset as part of the expedition as well. Ben's going to be using his whole body day in, day out. There isn't going to be sort of like one specific part. It's really a coordinated movement. So I think to start off the day, Ben's going to have to do some sort of movement prep to work on areas such as the shoulder, also the glutes and the hip flexors, which are three areas that require a full range of movement so that Ben's moving efficiently throughout the 8 hours or so on the ice. You can't replicate 8 hours on the ice every day as a part of training, but you can sort of train intensely and with a purpose, and sometimes the mind aspect has to come into it. So even sometimes when Ben doesn't want to do something, the fact that he has done it will always add the little 1% that when he is sort of like down at his lowest point, he can literally draw on that. So for me, that's another fundamental factor of training hard and training out your perceived comfort zone. Now, comfort zone doesn't have to be breathing literally sort of out your backside, but what it can be is doing an exercise that you're not really comfortable with, or that you don't really like doing, but even though that you know it's actually going to benefit. So for me, that's one of the key points of being, I suppose, a good strength coach, is to take an athlete and work on his weaknesses that will actually augment his strength and effectively just make him do whatever they're going to do, from sort of completing the expedition to climbing a mountain or anything like that. It's pretty key. Now, the Scott test is really a balance of how strong the mind is, but also how far you can really keep pushing as well. So the key element is to build a test that people can also try, but also that Ben, wherever he is in the world, can actually do the test itself. And it involves a barbell, heart, lungs, and the will to keep going.
It's really horrible. If I can say it standing next to me, one of the things I like about Andy's style as a coach is that I've worked with a few coaches through the years, and it's quite easy as a coach to break someone, you know, just keep piling weights on the bar, keep saying, you know, but actually it's a much rarer skill to be able to actually get the most out of someone and to leave them sort of walking away from the gym feeling alright about themselves rather than feeling shit, actually I could have done a lot better.
I think they've got a really good combination. So if you look at the mindset and then the team that Ben's built around him, Ben doesn't really want to let himself down, which I think that's a key motivating factor. The second one, if you look around the periphery, he's got a fantastic team, and then he doesn't want to let them down because they're much a part of the process as Ben is on the ice. If you then put Ben and Tarka together and you put those two characters and they gel really well, they're going to work for each other, they're going to be at low points, and the key factor is for them to really build each other up. So in terms of completing the expedition, I would wholeheartedly say that they will come back in a really good sort of like peace, no problems whatsoever.